Now we've got developments coming in from the Madras High Court that has ordered the burial of slain Tamil Nadu BSP chief to take place in a private land in Tiruvallur. This comes after there was a plea that had gone to the court from the BSP where the supporters of Armstrong wanted him to be buried in BSP's office space. The High Court has said that since the office is in a residential area and the size of the approach road is also very narrow, which could lead to law and order situation, given the turnout and protests as well as support for the slain leader right now, they have said that the burial can take place on a private land instead. Dharini, what else was the court's argument when giving this ruling?
The Madras High Court has ordered the burial of Armstrong to take place in a private land in Pottur village in Villivakam Panchayat Union of Tiruvallur district of Tamil Nadu. Tiruvallur is the adjoining district and close to Chennai. So in Tiruvallur district in Villivakam Panchayat, the burial will take place in Pottur village is what the Madras High Court has told, and the court has observed that the Bahujan Samaj Party's office space in Chennai is very small in size, and that the road leading to the Bahujan Samaj Party's office is also very narrow, which may lead to a lot of congestion. And Judge Bhavani Subbarao also observed that a leader of his stature, Armstrong, he has a lot of public support. He has done a lot of good deeds, so he has to be buried in a larger space with much comfort, is what she has told, and she has suggested that he can be buried in a private land in Pottur village in Tiruvallur district of Tamil Nadu. Remember earlier, in the day, Armstrong's wife Porkodi had approached the Madras High Court seeking the court's direction to allow them to bury him in the Bahujan Samaj Party's office space, within the office space in Chennai, but because of its small size and congestion issues, now the Madras High Court has ordered the burial to take place in the nearby district, that is the Tiruvallur district, in a private land. But the court has also went on to tell that if the family of Armstrong, if they are willing to construct a hospital or any other building in memory of him, they can do so by approaching the government, and the government can also consider the same in accordance with law. Like apart from the burial, let the burial take place in Tiruvallur district in a private land, but if the family later, if they want to construct a hospital or some other building in memory of Armstrong in Chennai, they can approach the government, and the government can also consider their request in accordance with law. And this procession which is going to happen today, the procession from this Perambur school ground to the burial location, this procession has to happen peacefully. No law and order situation should arise out of this procession. The police should make sure that this procession happens as peaceful as possible, is what Judge Bhavani Subramanian has observed.
All right, stay on with me, Dharini, because so far while the BJP has been gunning for the ruling party and alliance, now a Congress leader has come out to raise questions. Karti Chidambaram has put out a post saying that what happened with with Armstrong cannot be treated as a one-off incident. Sagarika, it's over to you for more.
So Karti Chidambaram, the Congress MP from Shivaganga, has taken a line which possibly raises questions at the police's investigation. What does he say? He goes on to say that to treat the murder of a political functionary in North Madras as a one-off event due to personal enmity would be erroneous and a total misreading of the ground reality. Then he goes on to say that contract killing is a very serious issue, and further the systemic socio-economic neglect of North Madras is a precipitating factor. The Chief Minister's office in Tamil Nadu must address the core of this issue. Now this also comes at a time, Priya, when the Bharatiya Janata Party is questioning the Congress's response to the killing of K Armstrong, the BSP's Tamil Nadu chief. Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi had said this: deeply shocked by the brutal and abhorrent killing of Thiru Armstrong in the Tamil Nadu chief of the Bahujan Samaj Party. My heartfelt condolences go out to his family, friends and followers. Tamil Nadu Congress leaders are in constant touch with the government of Tamil Nadu, and I'm confident that the government will ensure that the culprits are brought to justice expeditiously. So Rahul Gandhi said that he's confident that the DMK government will bring the culprits to book, and it's Karti Chidambaram, the Congress MP from Shivaganga, who goes on to say that to treat this murder as a one-off event due to personal enmity would be erroneous and a total misreading of the ground reality. Over to you.
Dharini, very specific observations coming from Karti Chidambaram. He says systemic socio-economic neglect of North Madras is a precipitating factor. Put this statement in context for our viewers.
Well, North Chennai is seen as a place where a large chunk of working population reside. Like North Chennai is where a lot of daily wage laborers and the working class, mostly resides in the northern region of Chennai. So there has been a constant complaint that, both socially and economically, there has been, a neglect when it comes to the people of North Chennai. This complaint has been there for decades. Irrespective of which government is in power, be it the ADMK or the GMK, this complaint has been persistent from certain politicians. And of course, Karthik Chidambaram also seemed to reflect the same kind of opinion. He is telling that the socio-economic neglect of North Chennai also needs to be seen in the larger picture with context of this murder is what he is telling, and he is telling that this incident cannot be seen as an isolated incident. This incident reflects the law and order state of affairs in the state is what Karthik Chidambaram seems to be telling. And in fact, in the last couple of days also, the Karyakartas of the Bahujan Samaj Party in Tamil Nadu, they've been claiming that the arrested 11 people, especially the earlier arrested 8 people, they are not the real culprits. The original culprits are still outside. The masterminds behind this murder, they are still outside. These are people who are just at the, who are just at the end of this strata as far as this whole plan is concerned, and the real culprits need to be arrested is what the Karyakartas of Bahujan Samaj Party have been claiming for the last couple of days. And VCK Chief Thirumavalavan, the Vidudalai Sithagal Katchi's Chief Thirumavalavan, VCK is in alliance with DMK. We have to remember that Thirumavalavan is also of the opinion that the culprits who have got arrested in this case so far, they are not the real ones and that they have zero connection to the actual murder. He is also insisting that the state government should widen its investigation and they should make sure the real culprits, the real masterminds behind the murder are brought to the books. So this is the most important factor as far as the investigation here is concerned. DMK's ally VCK, the Vidudalai Sithagal Katchi, itself is of the opinion that those who have got arrested now, they may not be the real culprits and that the real culprits may still be outside. So they demand a very extensive investigation into this matter. And today we saw BSP Supremo Mayawati coming down to Chennai and paying her final tributes and respects to Armstrong. And while speaking among the cadre after paying her tributes and respects, Mayawati also made a point that the real culprits in this case need to be nabbed. So of course, on one side there is a strong a demand from certain parties, especially BSP Supremo Mayawati, Vidudalai Sithagal Katchi's Chief Thirumavalavan, and they're all demanding that the real culprits in this case need to be arrested, and that they also claim that the ones who have got arrested now, they are not the real ones, they are just people who are at the end of this strata as far as this whole master plan is concerned.
All right, that is also what Mayawati has been saying, that the real culprits have been on the loose while small fry have been arrested. But what is more significant politically over here is also that an ally of the ruling party itself is questioning their very own government and their mismanagement and neglect of a particular part of Chennai, saying that this is not a one-off incident.